Imagine sitting in your car, typing in your destination, and then putting your hands on your lap as a car drives you through traffic, no steering wheel, no gas pedal needed, and no driver needed. Understanding how autonomous vehicles work is important because they are already starting to impact transportation, safety, and even job markets. Whether we like it or not, it's a thing that is coming more and more into fruition. It's a part of our reality and it will most likely be a big part of our future. Now, I've reviewed multiple studies and research articles that examine how driverless cars operate, how the public feels about them, and their potential environmental impact, and how it's actually really positive and good for the environment. Now, driverless cars can use advanced technologies such as sensors, AI, and machine learning to operate without human control, and they have the potential to transform transportation, safety, and the economy. First, I will explain the technology behind self-driving cars. Then we're going to talk about public acceptance and some people's concerns about these autonomous vehicles. And then I'll show how these vehicles can affect our environment and our daily lives. So let's begin by understanding what makes these driverless cars work and what makes them work, what makes them function. So driverless cars rely on a thing called LiDAR, radar, cameras, and onboard computers to detect their surroundings and make best decisions in real time. Machine learning algorithms are already used by a lot of things that we might not even know of, such as our YouTube. YouTube uses this machine learning the same way that these cars use it by getting more and more detail. The more and more experience it gets, the better it gets and the more it evolves. So it's always a ever evolving thing and it just gets better and better with time. And unlike a regular human like ourselves, we aren't able to learn the same pace as a machine, but these are machines, AI sensors. These Their learning capabilities beyond comprehension, especially to us and just our regular human brains. So machine learning allows these vehicles to learn from their environment and the past driving situations. According to Yap, Rashidi, and Bhattacharya, sensors combined with AI allow vehicles to process massive amounts of data instantly to avoid accidents and navigate complex streets. Now, here is a picture of some of the sensors that these cars might have. As you can see, almost they have almost every they have every single area covered for the radar, whether it's lidar. Lidar is around the top area, and that usually can sense everywhere. There's rear collision impact areas. Every place is covered by the car, and like I said before, these areas are massively underseen by us humans. We might not always check our rear side or our front, and we've all seen the videos of Teslas maneuvering out of the way of a car coming 100 miles per hour, and that's just not decisions that humans can make, especially in that short amount of time. I recently got into a car crash, and I believe if it was an autonomous vehicle, the other person had one, and if I had one, the accident could have totally been avoided, because it's just not possible for us humans to react that fast. But these vehicles, they just have sensors. Their sensors combined with the our brain takes time to send the signal from our brain to our arms to our legs to move or whatever. But with these AI and this computer, it's instantaneous, so it will just be a much better overall decision. Now that we see how the technology works, we can see how people feel about using these cars. So, public acceptance of driverless cars. Many people still feel hesitant, which is very acceptable and makes sense, because they don't trust it. So, in the 2021 survey by Yap, Rashid, and Bhattacharya, researchers found that perceived safety, trust in technology, and usefulness are the biggest factors in influencing acceptance and its overall usage in the economy. Positive messaging about the benefits of AVs, like safety and convenience, significantly increase public support, though. Finally, let's talk about driverless cars can mean for our environment and the future of transportation. So, these driverless cars could reduce emission through eco-driving and traffic organization. However, as Masser pointed out, they could also increase emissions if solo travel becomes more common. According to National Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA for short, in 2022, fully autonomous vehicles have the potential to reduce traffic accidents by up to 94%, caused by human error, and the shift would also affect millions of jobs like trucking and delivery services. As you can see, driverless cars offer both opportunities and challenges for our future. A world where your car drives itself once seemed like science fiction and no one thought it was possible, but it is quickly becoming a reality. We saw how driverless cars work through advanced technology, how people feel about them, and how they could change our environment and our economy. As driverless cars continue to develop, they won't change how we drive, they'll change how we live, work, and we connect with the world around us. Now it's just up to us whether we want them or not. Thank you for watching.